Hello and welcome to Eye on Inyo Sports. Today we're honored to have Coach Rich Miears, the JV head coach. Rich, welcome.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming back. Today we're going to recap Burroughs game. Plus, tell us about the Burroughs game.
Well, the overall is we won 24-0. Our defense did a heck of a job going in there. Offense, we should have been 38-0, but we were having a rough go on the penalties, on a little bit blindsiding, blocking the back. So should have been a higher score, but I'm satisfied with the overall win.
And did you take action for the personal fouls?
No action. It's just more of an education thing, especially at the JV level where they're still learning and stuff. And there's a lot of new rules going on. The refs really do a good job of protecting all players.
They were a great set of officials. Seriously, they did a good job.
Yes, they were. It was actually the first time I had an official say "good game" to me. So that never really ever happened. So
mark that day on your calendars.
But yeah, it was a fun game. We had an opportunity to play under the lights a little bit. Our game started at 6 o'clock, and then we finished up about 8. So it was a good overall experience for the JV guys. They got to, travel, be under the lights. It was a great experience.
Until you have that experience, there's just an X factor there. How will you perform?
Absolutely.
Good for them. So tell us about the players of the game.
So players of the game, I had Emery Dondero. We had a 2 battling quarterback system going on, and it looks like he's kind of taken the lead on the race. He ended up playing 3 quarters of the game. He did a phenomenal job. Had a lot of good passes. One 20-yard touchdown pass. He did an excellent job with the offense. And then we had our defense player of the game was Nick Cauldron. Mm-hmm. He is our inside linebacker. Phenomenal job. Really led the defense very well. And then we had our special teams player of the game was David Smith. He had the reason why he had it was a punt block in the end zone, and he ended up grabbing the ball and scoring a touchdown. And then our overall player of the game was Garrett Pritchard. He had 107 yards rushing, a 73-yard touchdown, and then a 27-yard field goal. So our first field goal of the season. Awesome. And he also had a 2-point conversion that he rushed in as well.
That's great. It's good to see the children growing and developing.
Yeah, they are definitely. We've definitely came a long way since we played Lindsay, and we're picking up speed and we're making momentum. I say I always enforce the guys. Every practice, we always got to take 2 steps forward and never go backwards. So we're doing that.
Coach Miears, thank you for coming. It's a wonderful recap.
Thank you very much.
I'm Jimmy T with Eye on Inyo Sports, with Coach Rich Miears, the JV head coach. Hello, this is Jimmy T. Welcome to Eye on Inyo Sports. Today we're honored to have Coach Rich Miears, the head coach of the JV football team, and he's going to give us a little foreshadowing of Rim of the World at Lake Arrowhead. Coach, welcome.
Hey, thank you for having me.
So Rim of the World, they're always tough, and it's a long drive. Tell us about it.
Well, my overall lifetime against them is 2-0, but that doesn't mean a lot. Some JV programs are up, and then some are down. This year, particularly, we were expecting to play them last year, but COVID kind of came in the way. They were an undefeated opponent last year, so that means I think they're going to be up this year, and they're going to be very tough this year. We've had some scouting film against them. They're running a 40 front, which is 4 down linemen, and they're a heavy run defense, so they don't really kind of defend too much on the pass, and then which will help us out a lot. We have a quarterback that can throw the ball pretty good and some good weapons. So
historically, Rim really likes to beef up the center, big guys, and they, like you said, they do the rushing.
Yeah, they'll line up in double A gaps. They're gonna send their middle linebackers. It's gonna be a task for our guards and centers this week.
Do you say what their record is this year so far?
I believe they're 2-2 right now. That's just off the top of my head, but they've lost a couple and they've won a couple, and I think they just came off of a 38-0 win against their last opponent that they played.
Because they don't play down; they like to play up.
They're in that San Bernardino pipeline, so they're playing really tough opponents. Bigger schools, so they're going to be tough. I mean, the travel's going to be there, and it's going to be tough.
Coach, thank you for coming.
Thank you.
This is Jimmy T. What is your prediction, dare I ask?
We're always going for the win.
We're going for the win this weekend. This is Jimmy T with Eye on Inyo. Sports with Coach Rich Miears of the JV football team. Rim of the World is an 8-hour drive-ish. So if you want to join us there, please, you will be appreciated. Have a great week.